16. So as you can see on the screen, Zoidberg has won his invite to get into Worlds. Yeah. So first match I'll be going, as always, usual structure of losers semis, then winners finals, then losers finals, then grand finals. So yeah. First match is Fancy Diesel versus Kostos. So Kostos wins the rock, paper, scissors. And of course it's going to elect to go first. So Thunder Dragon. Charity. Thunder Dragon, yeah. T-set. And Fancy Diesel firing back with the charity of his own. Interesting discards. So yeah, probably gonna play Nobleman. Wow, card destruction. Let's see what is in his hand. And water? Yeah, water control. Water turbo, I guess. If you've been watching Kostos, you know that he likes his water turbo. And so I wouldn't be surprised if that's another face set. I'll try and avoid revealing any cards. So Jar of Greed is going to lessen the effect of the Liquid Duo. Yeah, I guess you had to discard Jar of Greed there, so it makes sense. Nobleman Spy. And there's a Nobleman. Big swing from Kostos and pass. Chaos Monster's going back to Sangen. So, let's see what. So, you know there's two Night Ascents in Kostos' hand. Kostos. Yeah, I just gonna lose the Spy, and that's obviously gonna hit this end. Yeah, I think you gotta attack. Yeah, just attack. Yeah, it makes me think he obviously has a Solemn set. There's a Solemn. Banish the Chaos Sorcerer. Yeah, pitch the Thunder Dragons. Wow, big return. Probably ring set. Wow, Mobius is gonna pop those two back rows. Yeah, yep, nothing that Fancy Diesel could do. Yeah, Solemn just seals the deal. So, quick check with Watcher's chat before I move on to the next game. after that T-set. Interesting. Yeah, so he's got a Vicious Wise. Wow. Penguin Soldier's gonna bounce on this warrior, he's gonna banish. Just attack with the Abyss Soldier, just bait out something. Yeah, it's gonna take 300 and banish it too. Yeah, Kaku is just another beater in this matchup. As it currently stands, obviously good to banish all the lights and darks, but right now it's not really doing much. So that for me indicates that it's something wants to get a monster engrave. Wow. So probably you're just gonna attack with a Kaiku here, just try and bait up. And now you're gonna flip the Deco. Return getting blown away here is pretty good to stop an OTK, but not really going to do much in the long run, I think. Kaku just sitting pretty. Just attack. Yeah, forcing Vegaki to discard the dead BLS. Are we going to see top deck snatch steal? Wow, return of his own. Yeah. So, pay half life, protect your life points. Kaku bump heads. Summon United Sun to attack for game. No, you're forced to play book or Mirror Force or Ring. No, you can't play Ring here. You have to play something. Nothing. Wow. Quick show of hands. Interesting. Yeah. So yeah, Kotsos wins this one after big swings from 1800s, I guess. Yeah, it's interesting to see, I guess, Chaos Turbo from Fancy Diesel with return. So yeah, I'll show deck lists afterwards, but yeah, that is the match. So, winners finals, Zoidberg versus Godot, and Zoidberg wins rock paper scissors, wins it with paper. So let's see what Zoidberg is on. Probably Turbo as well. And Godot Warrior. Interesting to discard Sasuke and Blade Knight. Let's see if he's got a follow up. Quite interesting that Blade Knight didn't get flopped here. Personally, I think Blade Knight is interesting. Yeah, Blade Knight would have done the same job. Set 5, play around Delinquent Duo. No Heavy Storm, so I'm going to show the hand because Dashut's going to reveal the hand. If you are Godot, you have to try and bait out these Chaos Monsters unless you got Nobleman set. So I wouldn't be surprised if Zoba just summons Spy attack over Swordsman to bait out something. Jar of Greed is going to, and Swordberg does that play I'm talking about. I think you've got to let this go. Millforce is likely to be set. I think you're correct to just pass here. You're going to be summoning Exile Force. You're not going to get greedy. You're definitely not going to run into Millforce, so you're going to go over the set monster, which is probably going to be Sangan if it's a good top deck. I'm surprised. I think you know that there's unless I don't know what set, but personally I think that you're wanting to hold the Premi for Exile Force for a Chaos Monster. So there's that Millforce, and that's why you. And Soba is just going to keep poking for 1200 here. That's a pretty good top deck. Is going to banish the Chaos Fodder. Yeah, you're definitely playing half your life here. But Tribe's going to come down and probably pitch, unless there's another Solemn or Millforce set, Chaos BLS is going to get pitched here. Wow. Are we going to hit the Chaos? So, Sorcerer, BLS. But now you risk getting hit by Ring of Destruction. Kaika putting in some real work here. Yeah, you gotta go for it. But Kaiku's just gonna bench. Although just having all the answers, he needs that Premi would have been about nice here to. Yeah, and Nobleman seals the deal. And Zoidberg opening with Charity. That's a pretty good start. So you get Dekoichi, Serpent, and Thunder Dragons, probably Magician set. Ooh, Sangan. Yeah, that's a pretty good set. Good bait. Wow, Sing is pretty good in the spot. But, let's see. 2 Thunder Dragons and Serpents, so Zoidberg's only working with 2 cards, basically. And there comes the Spy to deal with the Swordsman yet again. You're probably gonna banish, yeah, you're banishing tribe here, just a nobleman probably baiting up with a serpent. So yeah, Saku's Thunder Dragon Spy, Tsukuyomi, yeah, you're definitely returning the Tsukuyomi, but you're just gonna attack with the Warrior Lady's forced to attack into the. It'd be interesting to see what the set monster is, because set card I mean from Godot, because right now you're going flip spy, attack with spy. If you can draw another monster in Zoidberg's position, I think you probably go for it. And he either doesn't draw a monster or he's playing around Millforce here. Wow. Godot is probably going to lose this, not unless he top decks something good, which he does, as Warriors always seem to do, but yeah, that is a correct play, but you know you need to yeah, it's a bit of a checkmate situation for Zoidberg on his top deck something really good. Probably got Saku or Widespread. You're probably playing. I think he probably has Millforce set. Let's see what he top decks. Jar of Greed. Oh, okay. I think if you've got a Battle Trap here, you're probably going to. Interesting. Donny sets probably. And that's made Millforce. That made Battle Trap live? Oh, played night. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, that's the correct move. You just attack with a Blade Knight. Don't let that Magician resolve, which is. But Zoidberg top decks the Chaos Monster. Does he have the Solemn to back up the BLS? I think he's just going to swing for game. And Godot doesn't have anything. So Godot sets the monster he just drew and 2 back rows. So Delinquent Duel is going to rip 2 out of hand. Dual pot, yeah. I mean, like this is so good for Turbo right now, and yeah, Breaker's going to trade with a back row. And he goes full Trinity. Wow. But in this position, Zoidberg's basically working with 2 Thunder Dragons and 2 blanks. So it'd be. Is it? Let me just double check. No. We don't know what. I thought he had Thunder Dragons for whatever reason, so yeah. Set 3. Yeah. I mean, like, Warriors just getting outdone by their own stuff. Like, this is very hard for. Spy is just going to wall up. And I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Battle Trap to back up the Spy. Or Wing Blast spin away. Interesting. Thunder Dragon and BLS is going to banish the Warrior Lady. Wow. Solemn's going to stop the Exile Force. And Sasuke's probably going to get met with something? Surely? I mean, like, right here, a ring would be really nice for Godot, but clearly, yeah, that would be really, really good. So yeah, let's see. And Male Force is going to stop the Sasuke. There's the battle trap. Just attack with the BLS. Set. To use Solemn here. He's got 2 in hand. I think you have to Solemn here, probably. Okay. Or he's got books. No, you don't keep booking versus Turbo. So you're probably going to declare Warrior. Wow, he actually has the book. And now you're forced to discard the last card in hand to deal with the BLS. But yeah, right now Zoidberg is, well, as Turbo, you're really liking this sort of position where you've got double Thunder Dragon in hand, and you actually have a light in graveyard, so you don't have to fail to find with Thunder Dragon. So that's always nice. So let's see. I think, yeah, you do attack the set monster, but that just gets back charity. Dash shoot. Yeah. So, yeah, basically failed to find. Wow! Yeah! That's a really good spot. Warrior just cannot deal with this sort of board. Preemptive ring would have been nice. Tsukiyomi's just going to... Really bad lagging. Yeah, I guess as much. Chaos Monster is just going to come down, attack, and then Tsukiyomi's just going to... Yeah, that was a really bad day, like, clearly. Yeah, Tsukiyomi's just going to set the Sorcerer. And right now, you need Noblemen. You need Noblemen, maybe something else. So, it'll be interesting to see what's there. Yeah, you use Exile Force already, so yeah, that's basically game because there's no way. Yeah. Zoidberg fully prepared for Warrior. And Book coming in quite clutch here, so yeah. So next match is a Team Bones matchup. Bean Tomes, I should say. Yeah, we know it's Warrior versus Water Turbo. So even though it's Water, I still would give the advantage to Warrior, but let's see how this plays out. And just a quick check. Everyone seems to open. Yeah, so it knows it's on Warrior, so you just discard the Noman straight away. Don't need to think about it too much. Set 1 pass. And Skill Dark is just going to punch him for 19. Dash shoot. So I will show the hand because we know. But that's a really rough hand. I think that Godot shotgunned it here too early, personally, because you wait for the end of main phase unless you have a Nobleman in hand. So I think that's a little bit rash. You could have made that whole hand even more dead and you just have to play around Solemn because Mind Control is not doing anything against you unless you carelessly drop a Chaos Monster. Yeah, I think that's just because now, unless you've got a wall for this Serpent, but Sing is just going to shut off the Solemn and whatever else was set. But here's the interesting bit: like you knew that Serpent, so he must have a way of dealing with Serpent, surely. So yeah. Dust Tornado's just going to hit the Mind Control, which I think was just drawn fresh off the top. Let's just have a quick watch the logs. No, he set the hand, shuffled the hand, so at least you don't know whether. Yeah. Donnie? No, another Blade Knight. Wow. Right now you need exactly Snatch Steel. Yeah, you're bouncing this interest. Oh wow, yeah, that works because you are. And then you switch your skill. That's interesting. That's actually really interesting. I think that's a clear. I think you attack over the Abyss Soldier and main phase 2 pop. Yeah, he's gonna pop the 2 back row. That's why I was thinking just attacking the main phase 2. Yeah, BLS is just gonna seal the deal. But yeah, Sing really putting in some work here. Sing Zen who? Interesting. Does shoot. Yeah, just probably costs us as nothing. Snatch Shield would be a really nice top deck here, but Dust Tornado is just gonna blow away the back row. And Ceasefire is just gonna seal the game. Yeah, because yeah, that's game with if Godot has another card you can set. Which I'm sure you have as Warrior. No! Chaos Monster? Yeah, that's enough anyway, because it doesn't matter. Yeah, Chaos Monster Blade Knight. So yeah, that was a really quick game. Like, Dust Shoot just ruining, well, I wouldn't say ruining, but just making that game 1 really unplayable with a sort of bricky hand. Yeah, I think, like, I'm a bit surprised that you could have, I don't know, I don't remember what I saw in, yeah, just, no, I love the idea of water, but you can see he just has a lot of bricky hands. I think, let's just see. Yeah, that's a bit. What did Kotsos draw? Anyway, let's not get too carried away. Like, there's not really, yeah, just when you're playing a lot of bricks and you're playing a turbo-ish deck, then you just doesn't work in. Unfortunately, doesn't work in your favor. So, yeah. Last match is, as you saw in the bracket, is actually going to be a two match game. So yeah, let's see how this actually plays out. Yeah, Thunder Dragon is. So it's Warrior versus Turbo yet again, a rematch of the winners final. Just slap down the swordsman attack. Dash shoot again is just going to... Yeah, I mean, fair enough. I'm surprised that... I guess he just drew the BLS. But no, had the BLS in hand. Probably... Yeah, I think that's a correct move because you have to respect the fact that Nobleman could banish your only darks. So that was... Unfortunately, you get hurt here for going for setting faith, but I think that you need to bait out the Nobleman. You're not really going to resolve Magician that much versus Warrior. You'd rather say bait out the Nobleman, keep your dark, and then even they run it over, and then you got a dark back up. So yeah, I think that's fine. I don't just. It's not so bad because at least you can just normal summon Tribe and attack. Probably Solemn Set. Ring the Kaiku. No Dust Shoot. Wow. Heavy Storm is going... But here's the awkward thing. Because as Zoidberg, you basically have 3 dead cards in your hand, so you really need a Charity, Top Deck, or Dark Monster to pitch off Tribe and flop the BLS, so... And the Top Deck Blade Knight is just going to be so strong here. And Heavy Storm's gone, so... Nobleman? Or hopefully that's a Dark Monster. Yeah, like, that's a bit unfortunate. Like, you just have to tank. Mill Force, which is probably... Oh, Spy, that's pretty good. Ring Set. Yeah, I think if you're Zoidberg, you just have to... Yeah. Yeah, BLS is just going to get returned here. Charity is really nice top deck. But it's not going to do much. Yeah, play around Dust Shoot by setting the card and then flipping Jar of Greed. Yeah, just... Surprised that he didn't chain anything else. Because you got... You probably want to spin away the Blade Knight. Yeah. Does he have the Nobleman? No, he does not. Just a matter of time, yep, and that's the game. Interesting that Zoidberg didn't flip the Wing Blast there and spin away the Blade Knight. But probably didn't matter in the long run. So, quick check of watchers chat. So, Charity is just going to come down. Yeah, Serpent, Durko again. And Duo. Yeah, I think if you're a warrior, this is probably this thing that you don't want to see. Thunder Dragon. It's like a repeat of the other game we saw. Pot of Greed is just going to come down. Surely there's a Bat Trap there. Or something. Dust Shoot. And there's the Faith grabbing back Charity. Charity coming down. Tribute summon, you probably got... Yeah, you don't really want to have a Faith sit. And Kaiku's gonna come down, sure. No Kaiku. Torrential is just gonna... So, yeah. 3 Deco 2 unknowns. But I think you take that if you're Zoidberg. Donnie's just gonna run into Torrential. But yeah, it's terrible you're so far ahead here. It's just another Chaos. Summon the Serpent and attack. And that is the game. Warrior Lady or Donnie sets, those are the only ones that you probably set. I think you probably set multiples. Yeah, you... Yeah, I think you... Yeah, this is a... Suki's probably gonna eat up a battle trap here. Yeah, just attack. Book. Yeah, not much you can do here. You played Knights at 5. That's the easiest thing to do. Yeah, I think... Wow. Actually, it's not too bad. Like, unless... Yeah, you'll definitely be returning a spy. And yeah, the spy's not... Faith is not doing much in here. So you might as well set it, pet it, get it to pet your life. Get Chaos Life, pay duo, just get rid of the card in hand, and then you're just gonna hope that there's no solemn, I think. Charity is just going to... Yeah, I think you have to solemn here, but no, it's just... Yeah, you just get hit by Snatch. And double. Down drone goes for Charity. Pot. Yeah, we can see Nobleman come down. Mind Control coming in quite clutch here. But yeah, that Faith is Actually, definitely, no way that's it. Faith not surviving. And Spire's just gonna pad. And Suki's gonna attack, eat up basically a battle trap. Breaker's going to break the. I think. Oh, okay, yeah. Wow, that is game. 14, 12, 16, and yeah, that's game. 14, 12, 26. Yeah, 14. Yeah, let's just have a quick check. 14, 12, 26, 42. Yeah, 54. But Snatch Steal just seals the deal. Swordsman is just gonna run over the set monster. It's probably a Faith again. Oh, Serpent. That's pretty good. But now you just have to. Yeah, you might as well play into the dust shoot here. Yeah, I think you just attack with the deco. Thing? No. Pay half life points to deal with swords. Not too bad. So probably go Excel. No, sounds interesting. Breaker attacks over the set monster. Okay, that's pretty good. There's a Saku. Faith is not really doing anything here apart from grab back swords. But that for me is a telltale sign that there's another Faith set in hand. And expertly baited out. You can just sit there, but he's gonna get hit by Chaos and. Yep, you're just gonna swing like that. Try and attack for game, because that is 31 on board. So now it needs to be. And that is, yeah, Zoidberg was basically in full control of this match, even though he lost, yeah, top decks to Solemn to just protect the board state. Yeah, didn't matter about the ring because the ring wouldn't have done anything. So yeah, Zoidberg wins his invite. So yeah, that was really interesting. In the end, Warriors just getting hit hard by. Well, this particular game was a bit more interesting, but yeah, just some of the games you saw Turbo doing what it does best. So over to the deck lists. I'm gonna close this ad real quick. Yeah, pretty standard list here. Not really too much to shout about. Yeah, everyone knows that all the battle traps go in. You're dropping no bit of a cross out. I think he yeah, interesting that Zoidberg keeps in some number of decoratry, but yeah, all round solid list, covers all bases, just pretty much the standard of what we've seen of turbo builds as of late. Godot, sorry, I'm really bad at pronouncing names. Yeah, most interesting part here is double sing. Yeah, also that standard warrior list. Yeah, I've seen Swarm of Locusts before in warrior decks. Yeah, it's interesting to see this over your standard Cliff the Trap Remover. But I guess in the matchups where like yeah, it just shines, then you just constant recycling, keep popping back rows rather than having to rely on battle to attack. I think Swarm of Locusts also has 1,000 attack points, don't quote me on that. And that ceasefire coming up a lot. Yeah, more designed for turbo. Although, to be honest, you probably want to run Sasuke over Skilled Dark, sorry. Not my favourite card. The card that I'm well known for, Skilled White, but its Dark counterpart. Yeah, not really much to say about the list. This Wombat and is also another card that is interesting. You can put it in against all these burn decks, which tend to run and a couple of anti-level 4 cards. So yeah, you can back up the Wombats with Sakuretsu armor if you're facing against Panda Burn. So yeah, that's pretty much a standard list. Yeah, just standard side cards as well. Water Return from Kotsos. Yeah, his Spice Penguin Soldier is a cute little card. Obviously works well with the Nice Assailants. Yeah, just good stuff cards. Spicy tech of I can see here Possessed Dark Soul. I think it's level 3 and lower. So you can steal scapegoats if you want. Let me just double check. Just a quick check on my end. So, a couple of cards I wanted to check out. So first of all was Swarm of Locusts. Let's see. Swarm of Locusts is indeed 1,000 attack and Possessed Dark Soul, level 3 lower. So yeah, yeah, and then you got unfortunately you saw how Kotsos bricked a lot when facing warrior. Unfortunately that's what happens when you run Water Spirit and Mobius and don't have a way of getting rid of them. But yeah, overall spicy deck. Fancy Diesel. Yeah, so I like Return in Turbo, but it doesn't always work out, I'll be honest. I think you have to build around Return, and probably that involves more bricks than you want. Bit more aggro strats that I like with the deck. Also actually pairs up well with Soul Release in the side. But yeah, it's interesting to see Warrior Lady. Just nice card to have versus Warrior, I think. And yeah, just standard list. Ivan Rosito. Interesting to see that he's running a build similar to what IMC ran during the peak of when Turbo was really popular a couple of years ago. Triple Jar, triple Wing Blast, triple Solemn Ring. No Millforce, no torrential tributes. At least there's Snatch here because you know IMZ was known to not really run Snatch back in the day. Yeah, Ivan's list just looks all round solid. Side in your massive removal trap cards for when you need them. You know, just all round standard solid list. Not really too much to say. The Nano on his Spice, cat control. The one thing I do like about cat control is that you get the ability to tutor out a dark and a meta target at the same time. I mean, yeah, it's not so bad, and obviously you're bouncing back the Wicked Worm Beast, and yeah, you just have a whole bunch of cards. Unsurprisingly, there's no card destruction. Well, it's up to you to decide whether it's surprising or unsurprising, but yeah, I don't see a need for card destruction, and it's also quite nice to have Wind Blast to make use of all the cards in your hand. Personally, I think that it's just more of the Nano being a solid all-round player, and just I do see the benefits, but at the same time, once you get used to how to play around these cards, you just take advantage of the fact that a lot of the time there's no board presence, so you just go attack, and even with Wing Blast, it's like, I think it's just, personally, I think it's more the Nano's deck than anything else. Good to see Legendary Jiu-Jitsu Master back in the side. Actually works well in this sort of list, I believe. Yeah, just spin monsters back. Interesting to see Drag Down into the Grave. And yeah, just level limit and Royal Decree works so well against a lot of these warrior decks that you see out there. Yeah, not really. I think the Nano has an article up which explains things a lot better. Don't copy. Wow, this reminds me a lot of Young Sexy MF's build, with Zaborg in the main alongside the Thunder Dragons. I mean, yeah, it seems pretty solid. One solemn idea is that you're in turbo, you're going to draw everything, and then you just need the one solemn to protect your board, because multiple solemns can make you come to play. It's interesting. You're seeing a whole different number of solemn judgments in turbo lists. Personally, I think it's a 0-3 card, but definitely there is an argument to run a single solemn, because you sometimes you don't actually need multiple solemns, but it's always nice to have multiple solemns for a solemn war. Kinetic Cypher Soldier, Kinetic Soldier, however you want to say it. Mini Warrior package. Your main decking Warrior Lady, so yeah, kind of nice to see that. And Moxie's back on what? Well, I don't know. You can say that this is the deck that he made. Well, that he brought onto the scene. Chaos Warrior. Reaper is basically another Dominus Luke, but it's just harder to get rid of. Mind Control, main deck, just geared towards Turbo. You can see, because Sakuretsu Armor is not a great card against Turbo, and Turbo is probably going to be the most represented deck. King Tiger Wanku, just go anything running goats. And then he's also running swarms, but he's running one swarm of locusts, one swarm of scarabs. So it's not a brand new idea if you look at recent warrior lists, but it's always the idea is that you're in warrior, you're protecting them. Nobody's going to bring in Noble Male Crossout, so they're pretty safe to set, and then people don't really want to attack. They're like, do I want to attack into Warrior Lady, that sort of thing, and if you're not careful, then the swarm of locusts just run away, pop everything. Swarm of Locusts actually comes in quite handy to pop royal decrees that a lot of control players tend to be running nowadays. Yeah, compulsory magic drain. Yeah, Sharing Moxies didn't do as well. I probably need to see the brackets again, but yeah, interesting. I guess interesting, not so interesting to see Moxie's back on what everyone knows him for. Yeah, I think that is going to be it for the stream. So yeah, thank you for watching this. Sorry it couldn't come sooner, and hope to see you in the next Obelisk coverage.